Hello, uglies. Desmond here.
And Cretia.
And welcome back to the channel.
Mhm.
And today we are here to discuss the Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 666, Episode 333. But before we get into it, gotta remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers and would love to reach that as soon as possible. So help us out. Hit all the buttons. Make sure you hit that bell notification. That'll notify you every time we post. We typically post around the same time on the days that we post. But you never know when things might get shifted up. So, hit that notification so you don't miss anything. And y'all been showing out in the comments a little too much. I had to delete some of them. But,
Yeah, I know I saw that.
oh no, the one that I responded to, that one stayed up. There was ones worse than that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I was, no, baby, don't play with me. But yes, what did we think of this episode of Dragula?
This was this was interesting.
This was a lot.
It's a lot.
It was a lot.
A
It was a
lot.
lot. But I did like
It was a
it.
lot to take in.
We had a lot to take in, and I do think the right person went home this week. Honestly, they should have went home during the
Last week.
cauldron because that was out of line. But we're going to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Hmm.
So, we're switching over, and we got this little opening scenes, getting a warm seasoning welcome from the Boulet brothers. Like I should have known
Hmm.
then when they said Happy Holidays what the theme for the episode was going to be. But I was
Hmm.
like, okay, cool, whatever. So we get back into the laboratory.
The border
The
authority.
laboratory.
The border authority.
They come in, they're chatting about who they think should go home. And then Aurora brought up that she feels like somebody's out to get her. Because, well, she really thinks that, what's that baby name that went home? Scylla?
Yeah.
She thinks Scylla was spreading a rumor that she was here at the show. And James was I'm sorry, Majesty.
Majesty.
Majesty, I keep wanting to throw that first name in there, it's gone. Majesty was the one who said, hey, several of the girls are saying you leaked your participation in the show. And like
Mm.
even Auntie Heroine who's like, I don't even hear nothing, and yet I heard that you were rumored to be here.
Hmm.
And I don't understand why this is such a big deal. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not supposed to. Like, I get that. You're supposed to shh.
Hmm.
But at this point, by the time y'all get to shooting the show, baby, the blogs are already blogging. They're like, baby, here's the cast. These are the queens or the monsters that are there.
Right.
Baby, the Nancy Drews of the community are on it. They're like, okay, these are the monsters that are on Dragula.
Hmm.
But also, you can't stop people from talking at the same time because, yeah, you tell your trusted circle, but sometimes your trusted circle are people who have big ass mouths. Because, like, in my case, I would have to tell one of my family members where I'm going, and none of them can hold water. So I guarantee you, by the time I come back, the whole town of Mahia knows where I was. I'll be like, oh God, now they're finna stare at me,
Heck,
Jesus.
that's how it was when I lived out there and didn't nobody know me.
But
But
yeah,
everybody knew my business.
yeah. So we found out that Desiree is the one who came back from extermination, and I didn't realize how short Desiree was.
You didn't realize how short they
I
were.
didn't realize how short Desiree was. I didn't until standing next to Asia and Auntie here. I'm like, oh, you're fun sized.
Yeah, very much so.
Y'all will be seeing eye to eye.
You know what? Fun size. Fun size is a compliment. Hmm.
Listen, when Tevin Campbell wrote eye to eye, he was talking about short people being able to see each other eye to eye. All right,
You
so
better be glad that's my favorite cartoon.
I might watch that tonight, to be honest with you. So the alarm
Look,
goes off.
Disney done did a number on me because I'm sitting here like, ooh, more Eeyore things. I want more Eeyore things.
Baby, the lack of Eeyore at Disneyland really hurt my feelings.
Facts.
As long as it took, because for those who don't know, my mom loves Eeyore too. So I'm like, I'm trying to find something Eeyore for her. And it was probably in one shop, maybe two.
And the most that they had were like
backpacks. And I'm like, Mom, I don't want a backpack.
Right. They don't include them on pins or nothing. You want Eeyore stuff, you gotta go to Hot Topic.
But yeah, I found a little cute little plushie thing and she loved it.
And now I regret not getting one.
But
look,
yes.
I was in the midst of depression and now I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
I am finally in a good, like, emotional headspace. Even with the dumb stuff that happened several weeks ago, like, I'm over it now. Like, I'm not letting it mess up my non-professional life. Like, I'm not bringing that home. So I'm just like, I want my Eeyore stuff. I want to get, look, there is a sweater on Critical Role I want that I'm going to have to just save up for.
Listen, I'm thinking about saving up to get the box of Doom. Because they sell it, but it's like really expensive. I'm like, I might have to put a little aside for like 5-8 months.
And then
get a box of Doom.
You know what I really wanted? I really wanted the Eeyore backpack. The Eeyore purse. There's a Halloween Eeyore purse that I want, and he's dressed up like a mummy. And I want it. So I can hang it on my wall and never use it.
Oh, kind of like the stuff I got hung up or hanging behind me?
Yep, the stuff I gotta find a place for. My fans that I'm gonna have to just, like, put somewhere. I got this whole empty wall over here. I had makeup on, but the makeup fell off. I think
I'm going to start putting stuff on this wall over here. It's just people won't be able to see this wall. I want people to see it. But
nobody sees my walls anyway.
I think I'm just going to start, because everything's on here, I think I'm just going to start. But yes, the Boulets pop up and announce that this week's main challenge is that they have to give us a holiday horror. So what they got to do is take any holiday that they want and give it a scary twist.
Exactly.
But also, this is a filth challenge, so there has to be a filth element to it. And when I tell you the filth element for this particular episode, there were several times where I had to look away.
These swings no filth.
Like, I had to look away several times. In the past, I don't think I've ever had to look away as much as I did during this fourth show. I was like, oh, God.
The visceral reaction, I almost threw up.
To Asia.
That kind of hurt my heart a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
It was good, mind you.
Like, I got it.
It was good. I got it.
Like, Gray Matters also was one that was like, oh God. Help me, Jesus.
Of course, the holiday that I thought she was, and then realizing what holiday she actually was, I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
But yeah, we're gonna get to that. But yes, first they have to do a fright feat where they have to record a video to go on their Tammy dating app. While they're eating bonbons filled with pig brains and fish sauce.
The pig brain part is the only part that got me, because the rest of it sounds delicious. Fish sauce is great.
So they're getting ready to start their fire feat, and our extra sister, Cynthia Doll, popped back up again. Reminded them what they were supposed to do for this fright feat, and know that the winner gets the mirror curse, which means whoever they give it to can only use a small little compact to do their makeup. So here are the bonbons filled with pig brains and sitting in fish sauce. So here is just the screenshots from the beginning of everyone's little commercials for their websites. I thought this was fun. I thought everyone did was really cute. Um, they announced that Asia Consent was the winner. I agreed with that. I was like, Asia did a
Yeah,
really good job. She held it down better than some of the others.
definitely.
So she ended up getting the curse. But before Cynthia left, she brought out some more chocolate boxes. And at first I thought it was more pig brains. I'm finna say, the fright feed is over. Why are y'all making them go through this again? But
Hmm.
it was regular chocolate. I
Yay.
was like, okay,
Uh,
good. Okay, good. Give them some regular chocolate, please. So Asia decides to give the Mirror Mirror curse to Gray Matter. Do you think that was smart?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was gonna give it to Auntie again.
Well, yeah. Me personally, I think it was a smart choice because she said Gray is big competition.
Right.
But at the same time, I agree. I believe it was with Pi, or maybe it was even Vivi here, who said, why give it to Gray when Gray mostly does prosthetics? Give it to someone
Right.
who actually paints.
Exactly.
And I'm like, okay, I see that. But in the moment, I would have been thinking, like, Asia, okay, which one of you bitches is one of the strongest? You one of the strongest ones in here. I need to let you know that I see you.
Right.
I see you. Because if it wasn't Asia, I would have gave it to Asia. Like if I would have wanted Asia, here you go, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Auntie, here you go. Gray, here you go.
Yep.
One of y'all finna get this. Immediately.
Immediately.
Immediately. So we go into them getting prepared for the floor show. We see that there are several duplicates again after they've asked them not to. But
Right.
at the same time, it's kind of hard with giving that. But I'm like, because we brought what we brought.
Right.
Like, if we both just happen to bring an Independence Day look, I'm not finna create nothing from scratch. And I wouldn't
Right.
expect the other person to do so either. Just may the best Independence Day win.
Mm.
And if it gets us in the bottom for it, well, oh well, I just think that's an unrealistic critique from the Boulet saying we're seeing a lot of duplicates. So if you see somebody doing something that you're doing, change it. That's not fair because, especially if I spent money on this outfit,
Cause like
I
for
spent money on this
season,
prosthetic I'm finna put on my face. No.
mm,
No.
because I think it's because don't they run these seasons different than they ran season one?
Yeah, season 1 through I think 3, they went home like they were going
Yeah.
back and forth. But I want to say since COVID hit,
Mm-hmm.
it's all at one time. You get a list
Yeah.
of what you're supposed to bring, you bring it.
Exactly.
So it might. I'm not sure if they've gone back to the old way. If anybody else knows, let us know down in the comments. But
Mm-hmm.
like in the earlier seasons, they got to go home for like a week and then came back with whatever they had designed.
Right.
Now you show up with everything. But yeah, so we got that, and then we saw Gray getting ready with the little compact. But let's get to this main stage. Up first is our hostesses with the mostesses. We have the Boulet brothers. What do
Mm-hmm.
you think of this
Um. Ensemble.
ensemble?
Ensemble. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little basic.
I don't want to say it's. I want to give them a shout out for giving us a different color other than red and black.
Right.
Because it's the first time we've seen them outside of red and black.
Right. And the orange looks good on their
The
skin.
orange looks good on them. But it looks like they finna give us a quick little 1-2. They're finna give us a good little Britney Spears melody.
A fetch and step.
Baby, they looks like they look like they finna give us a good couple high kicks, a good wig reveal. Like it looks like they about to perform. Like that's good shimmy, good shimmy. But yeah, what score do you give this?
uh, I'm gonna give it a C.
Hmm. I'll agree with your C. I was gonna be mean, but I'll give it a C. I was gonna give it a D. But I'm like, you know what? I want to applaud them for picking a different color. So, C.
See.
So this week we are joined by Tanner Dew again. Welcome back, sis. And my good girl Tatiana. I really got to know her when she played She-Hulk in the Marvel Universe. That was my first introduction to her, and she played that role. A lot of people talk shit about the role. I thought she did great. Y'all
You can't help writing.
The writing wasn't bad. It was those
CGI moments.
Not even the CGI. Was it bad? Yes. It was. I'm not going to say that like it wasn't. They knew better. They knew better. But a lot of guys pretty much shot down the show before they gave it a chance.
Because it was a woman.
I was tiptoeing around it, but pretty much, yeah.
Well, I'm a woman. I can say that. So, yes, it was because it was a woman.
Like, I guarantee you, if any man in the MCU would have had the exact same show with the exact same writing, they would have loved it. It was given very more of a sitcom than anything, but that's what they were going for. They were going for that sitcom feel.
Right.
I thought it was hilarious. It was really funny. I love you, Tatiana. And I hope we get to see more She-Hulk in the future.
Yes.
And I'm going to say that. So, it's time for the category, which is Holiday Horror. Holiday of Horrors. If you had to give us a spooky holiday, or make a holiday spooky, which holiday would you have done?
I would have did Christmas.
That was my first thought, was Christmas.
I would have did Christmas.
I would have done Christmas. And I'm like, why didn't nobody do Christmas? But then again, think about it. That was probably all of their first thoughts. And they're like, no.
Somebody else is going to do Christmas.
Yeah, like, I'm just going to go do something else. Right. And like, nobody did Christmas. I think I would have just been like, I'll just pray my Christmas is better than the others. And then once I get there and be like, oh, nobody did Christmas? Bet. Here I am, okay? But yeah, either do Christmas or
Mardi Gras.
Or, if I want to, speak on some facts, maybe do Indigenous Peoples Day.
Ramadan. No, I wouldn't desecrate that like that.
But yeah, I probably would have done Christmas. You know how much I love Christmas.
Exactly.
You know how much.
My only problem is I would have had to like really be distinctive because Gray Matter did
the Easter Bunny.
Mm-hmm. And my first thought for Christmas horror was...
Say it. Because it was my thought too. Say it.
I forgot the name of the movie. It left me. It just left me. Oh my God. The movie just left me. Oh God. Oh God. No. The dude, the kid movie where the soap in his mouth and and he dressed up like a little bunny, and I would have did the little pink bunny suit.
Oh, I don't know what movie you're talking about. What movie are you talking about?
Fudge. Which also...
Because my first thought was The Grinch.
No, I wouldn't have did The Grinch.
I would have done The Grinch.
No, I would have did A Christmas Story.
Oh, okay. A Christmas Story. All right, I'm with you. I watch that pretty much every year.
Yes.
I started that with my granny, and now that she's gone, I'm like, I guess I'll keep watching it. I'm not the biggest fan of the movie, but I'll watch it. I'll sit there and be like, okay, let's watch. I would have done The Grinch.
Yeah, you would have did The Grinch. I would have did The Christmas Story, and I would have came out dressed like a little bunny in the little pink pajamas, and then...
And yeah. I think my filth element, I probably would have ate Max.
The doggy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think I would have ate Max. I would have ate him. Either that or Cindy Lou Who. Like come out with her head on a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Like on top of the Christmas tree, her head is the star. Baby, I guess I need to go on Dragula, honey. Ooh.
Look, because I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, okay, wait. I did the little bunny rabbit. Now, how would I have done that? How would I have Dragula that up? I probably would have came out with the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
It was either going to be the shotgun or that leg.
Okay.
And it would have been like just the back of the head blown out.
I got you. I see you. But yeah,
And
I think for my film,
me doing some really salacious moves on the edge of that gun.
yeah, I
or
think
some
for
really
my
dirty
filth, I
things
would
with
have.
that foot.
Yeah, I would have ate either Max or Cindy Lou, or had just Cindy on the Christmas tree already and just ate Max.
Oh,
Yeah.
look. No, would have sat there and had her ponytail coming out of Max's mouth, and then would have been eating Max.
And then as you rip open Max, you see like a piece of her face inside of
Yeah.
him.
Why are we like this?
Oh, I disgusted my own self. Oh.
Why are we like this?
Never mind, I couldn't do it because as soon as I would start doing it, I'm like, they'll be like, do you know what show you want? Yes.
Sorry about your headphones.
Sorry,
oh my
y'all.
gosh.
Sorry. But let's get into these looks. Up first, we have Auntie Heroine. Now, Auntie's doing Halloween, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Auntie is doing Halloween.
Wait.
What did you think, and what is your score?
I thought she did really good, so I give this an A.
I give this a B plus. There's a lot going on here. I like it. It just doesn't seem to fit Auntie. I feel like it's a little too big, and I get why because there's so much on the dress.
Right.
But yeah, it's just I give it a B plus. Up next, we have Yuri. Yuri did Valentine's Day. Now, her thing was disgusting. The filth was filthy.
Yes.
But this actual look gets a B for me. I like it. It's just, I need it more.
It gets a C for me.
Mm-hmm.
That just was kind of underwhelmed.
Up next is Pie. What did you think of Pie?
You know what? Pie did that. As far as like comparing what you will eventually see with the doubles. Like, I thought this was a much better look.
Honestly.
It's giving very Cabbage Pail Kid, Garbage Pail Kid.
Yeah.
Which would have been like where my mind went. Garbage Pail Kid. Grew up with those.
I didn't. But then again, I grew up in the 90s. You grew up in the 50s.
The Garbage Pail Kids weren't around till the 80s. And I was born in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s.
The 1880s.
You grew up in 1980s. You grew up in the 2000s.
Period. Period.
He said this century, baby.
I was born in the 90s. I would say some of my raising. No, my personality would have kicked in around the early 2000s.
Well, heck, that's when my personality kicked in. I look. I was born and raised. I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, but didn't get my personality till after I graduated high school because I went to a private school where all of my personality was sucked away.
Mm.
So I'm the age that I am now, but I feel mentally like I'm still.
I get that because I say the same thing
teenager.
about me once I left high school. That's when I really started being me and not even
Right.
fully me. It's like I'm still catching things
Exactly.
as a
Like, I'm
32-year-old that I'm like, now Desmond, that's not me. I know that's the person you had to create all those years ago for protection. He don't have to be here no more. You don't have to think or say that no more. Boom, bye.
Right.
Bye.
It's like me, up until literally this year
Mm-hmm.
would have taken what happened to me a couple weeks ago and just swallowed it.
Mm.
The fact that I was like, first of all, in the moment, I'm like, just sit there and take it.
Mm.
But in the moment, I was just like, no, you're not about to talk to us like this. This and this and this and this and this is what happened.
Yeah.
This is why this is going on. This is why this isn't happening. But I felt good for standing up for myself, but and I'm proud of myself for knowing who I can and cannot talk to about certain things.
Uh-oh. I think you froze. Let me pause. All right. So we got that situated. So LaCresha, what is your score for pie?
Or pie gets an A for me.
Pie gets an A for me too. Like I really wanted pie on the top this week, but like I didn't know who to take out to put pie there because the top was just
The top was topping.
the top was topping. Like this week, I did not disagree with the Boulets at all in any way.
Nope.
And it's very rare I don't agree. I don't disagree with the judge on how it got
it's
judged.
very rare we're all on the same page.
Like, yeah. So I agree with the A. We're gonna move on to Jahara. Jahara here. I thought this was real fun. Jahara. Let me look at my notes here. This is for your birthday, which I don't think it's a holiday, but I do treat mine as if it's a holiday. So like I get it. So for this, I give this a B plus. I thought this was nice.
I agree with your B plus. I thought this was good too.
Moving on to VV the Force, honey. What did you think of VV?
I like this.
Mm-hmm.
This was just scary enough for me. Just, pigs on bodies, humanoid pigs. Yeah. Why are you looking like that? Like I said something wrong.
Oh, you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what is your score for Miss VV the Force?
This gets an A for me.
This gets an A plus for me. Like this was everything. I really like this. This. Especially with the pit open, we can't have a shot of that. But with the pit open, who?
Sausages.
It's sausages. That's all it is. It's sausages.
Sausages?
Yeah. So Gray Matter is up next. Gray Matter did this. Easter is what we're doing here. A plus. A plus plus plus. The filth was filthing. A.
If there was something beyond an A plus,
I got itchy thinking about the filth.
I would give it because, I got the Donnie Darko, which is one of my favorite thriller horror movies outside of Seven and Six. I like all the ones with numbers. But I absolutely loved it. Like I said, it was along the same vein of something that I would have done. The filth and the filth part of it was filthing.
This is the part of Dragula that would really push me to my limits because I could do horror.
Glamour.
I could do horror. I could do glam. I can do the look of filth. But the act of filth.
The act of filth.
Is where, yeah, eating those prank bangs earlier, they'd be mad at me. Because I probably would have got one in my mouth. No, give me some water. No.
I imagine the fish sauce may have given it some flavor. I'd have been like, can I get some salt, some pepper, a little hot sauce? You didn't grow up in a family that ate chitlins.
Oh, I did. I just didn't eat them.
I don't eat them either.
I don't eat them, baby. They put that in front of me. I slid that right back. No, thank you.
good, thank
I'm
you.
good. I'm good. Thank you. Give that to my
Okay.
cousin. They eyeing this bowl here. Give it to them. They can have it. Here, I'll put some more hot sauce on it for them. There you go. Floop. You eat that up. Yum, yum, yum. Go so good. Yum, yum, yum.
Nope. Nope, nope. Out of all of that, the only thing I took out of that was collard greens.
Yum, yum, yum. I didn't even take that out. But yeah, A plus. Moving on to Desiree. What did you think of Desiree?
I was, I was like, oh, she's going home.
I was really let down by this because I'm like, you're doing Thanksgiving, you're doing the Pilgrims.
Right,
Like, this could be. And you had, like, the foundation for it to be really good,
right.
but it wasn't. Then you pulled out a chicken. Why did you pull out a chicken? Why did you bite that chicken? Are you not. Girl, you trying to get salmonella? You bit that
Don't worry about
chicken.
it.
You bit that raw chicken.
Bit the raw chicken.
Girl, it's a no for me, though.
It's enough for me, dog, too. I was just like, oh, you must want to go home. Yeah. I was like, what is this? And then I was like, okay, it's Thanksgiving, but there were so many other things you could have did. Why didn't you get you? Uh, I don't know.
But up next, we had Aurora Gosmic giving us a New Year's. What did you think of this new year?
This was a very sad showing. I'm not even gonna lie.
It was.
It was a very sad showing. Like, the funny thing is they were like, yeah, I'm doing the New Year's baby. And I'm like, okay, how are you gonna, okay. Well, and then Pie did what they did. And I was like, okay, yeah, that was what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage Pail Kid. Now, what is she gonna do? And then they came out, and it was just like,
They didn't give it.
you didn't give it.
Honestly, if I were to disagree with the judges this week, I probably would have put Aurora in the bottom over Yuri.
Same.
Like, I get why Yuri's there.
Same.
Like, I'm not upset at that. But I
Right.
might have put Aurora there instead.
Same.
But not to the point where I'm like, what are y'all doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I still agree with them.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to make a change, but like I said, I probably wouldn't. But yeah.
Right.
What's your score?
That's enough for me, dog.
It is also a no for me, dog. Up next is Asia Consent serving Mother's Day. A plus.
A plus.
A plus.
Even though I thought she was doing Labor Day, but still.
Okay, I can get why you would have thought Labor Day. I get that. As soon as I saw all the babies, I'm like, oh, this is Mother's Day. Like, she ate this up.
Look, her mind. To take a vacation in there would be a nightmare.
But yeah, especially the filth.
Oh, yeah, the filth.
Woo.
For on any regular day, I think if I wasn't in a very healthy mental space, that would have been extremely triggering.
I can see that, yeah.
That would have been extremely triggering. But being outside of that, being in a healthier mindset, looking at it, I could be like, I get it.
Yeah.
It's just a show. It's just a prop. It's not a real thing.
Yeah. Honestly, that's what they think they're doing. Shoot. Up
Look,
next, giving Independence Day, we have Majesty. What did you think of Majesty?
I'm not gonna lie, I think Majesty's better than too.
Oh no, I thought this was fine.
I don't know. I think it was just
I'm gonna say I was expecting more.
that part.
Majesty
That
has set
part.
a level that I am holding Majesty to.
And Majesty is just giving like, I'm here. I'm gonna automatically win because I was here before.
No, I don't think she gives that energy. Oh, because I think prior to this week, I think she's been doing a really good job. And although this
Mm-hmm.
isn't the best, I personally don't think she should have been in the bottom. I thought
Mm-hmm.
this was nice. This was safe. What's your score?
Safe. C.
I give it a B. I like it. So, who had your favorite look this week?
Lord. My favorite look. I'm gonna have to give it to Gray Matter.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Like, Asia tore it up, but I really
I
like Gray
think
Matter's
Asia had
look.
the better floor show, and I think that's what got her the win. But
Right.
look wise, I think Gray had the better look.
Gray had the better look.
So we find out that in the top this week, we have Asia, we have Gray, and we have Vivi. In the bottom, we have Yuri, we have Aurora, and we have Desiree. I agree with these tops and bottoms.
Same.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree. So we find out that the winner is Asia Consent, giving her second win. Yeah, honestly, it was between her or Gray for me, so like I was glad she got it. I'm like, oh, y'all better watch out for my sis. She coming
Same.
through.
Look, I was
But
like, ooh, I think she might win it.
might I suggest you not fuck with my sis? Cause she
Mm.
comfortable, okay? You
Right, Beyonce. Cause we comfortable.
But we find out that our bottom two is Yuri and Desiree. And I guess they're holding on to the theme of doing really crazy exterminations from previous seasons because this
Mm-hmm.
week they get to go for skydiving like they
Yay.
did for the season 3 premiere. Yeah, because I remember there was that one monster was like, I'm not doing it. I went home. I ain't doing it. I
Mm.
am not doing it. Now, this cauldron, honey, woo wee.
Ooh.
Woo wee. The whole cauldron pretty much was Yuri versus Desiree. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. I do think it got out of line when Desiree threw that chicken at Yuri.
It really did, because that wasn't necessary.
Honestly, this was what got her sent home.
I'm sure.
Now, granted, this was her second time up for extermination. But I
Yeah.
think, even though it's your second time, you still have a chance on staying. But this was like, oh no, she gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
She gotta go.
She had short people
Like
there.
if there wasn't an extermination to do, I would have said send her ass to the house right now.
Right.
Or hell, still send her to the ass disqualified. Go on to the house.
Disqualified.
Disqualified. Go to the house. And Yuri, if you want to stay, jump off that plane.
Hmm.
That's how I probably would have done this.
Right. Now, granted, there was some tossing of liquids.
But that was in
That
response to the chicken.
exactly.
Now, if she would have tossed the drink and then the chicken threw back at her, then I'll be saying the same thing about Yuri. Now, but then again, I don't feel the same way about tossing drinks. We're throwing a raw bird.
Look, and you see how quick
Salmonella.
Yuri's hands was. Yuri was like, no.
Salmonella. People have died from salmonella. No, we're not gonna play with that girl. A drink being thrown, I can forgive that. But like, okay, don't do it again. But
Mm-hmm.
throwing a raw chicken, girl, go to the house right now. Couldn't have been me because I'd walk straight up in that cauldron. Ma'am, go ahead and get your stuff. Come with me. No, Yuri, if you want to stay, jump off that damn plane. But you're
Mm-mm.
going right now. Come on, let's go to your death scene right now. Right now. But we go off to this airplane, honey. They jump out of it. Honestly, out of all the exterminations, this is the one where I was just kind of like, I would do it.
Yeah.
I think
I think it would be exhilarating, honestly.
I think now that I've gotten on a plane because when I saw the first one, I was like, I'm not, no, no, no. But now that I've been on the plane, now granted those are smaller, but now that I've been on a plane, I think I would still be nervous, but I think I could, jump, you know,
Yeah, I mean, and it's not like you're jumping
by yourself.
You're
Like
not.
there's
You're
a
not free
there's a trained
jumping.
professional tied to your back
Exactly.
with the extra parachute just in case.
Exactly. And the only way it would that something would happen would be if something was wrong with the parachute or you as some type of idiot was like, no.
But yes, after we had our skydiving, we go back to backstage where Desiree walks into the cauldron. The Boulets go behind the camera, swing the camera, and night night,
Yep.
night night. Again, I'm loving that these exterminations are around the set this season. I
Right.
think that's a fun way to do it. And a lot cheaper. Especially since, you flying people to Hawaii to swim with sharks. You're renting airplanes to jump bitches out of it. Yeah. This makes it a lot easier, a lot cheaper. Oh, yeah, baby, just come on over here. We're going to put some of this fake blood on you. Lay there. You did. Rest in
Right.
peace.
And I was like, now it would have been really funny if they had did it where the head just rolled off, because that's what I thought was gonna happen. I thought the head was gonna roll and the hat was still gonna be on.
Yeah. But
No,
then again, they ain't got the money for that. They had to get these girls skydiving.
right.
But yeah, that's all I got this episode. Oh, do you agree with Desiree being exterminated?
Yes.
Yeah.
For some
Like I
reason.
said, she would have got exterminated for throwing that chicken. And be
Shit.
like, Yuri, just jump off the plane and you'll stay. If not, baby, I guess two of y'all getting murdered tonight.
Merc.
Sure. But let's go ahead and wrap this up here. LaCresha, where can they find you on the medias that are social?
You can find me at Christian McGill. That's CRESHANCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, mama. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDSMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you soon. Bye.